So, liebe Leute von heute, herzlich willkommen zurück hier bei Genshin Impact für die PlayStation 4, wo wir dann nun in diesem Part, nachdem wir im letzten Part erstmal die Roboter für Problemlösung, Questen erstmal abgeschlossen haben, dass wir dann, warte mal, Kling, Klang, Krach müssten wir eigentlich hier auch nochmal vollenden in Kürze. Aber wie dem auch sei, der freundliche Brief ist auch aktiv ab Sonntag. Über mehrere Tage wiederum. Und ab dem 1. Oktober, was ja auch nicht mehr allzu lange hin ist, dann, naja, auch erstmal über mehrere Tage, dann auch erstmal 10-mal verwobenes Schicksal. Gut, das wird dann auch mal interessant werden. Das wird dann auch mal interessant werden. Aber jetzt erstmal an der Stelle, wie ja schon eben erwähnt, wir haben Roboter für Problemlösung im letzten Part abgeschlossen. Eine Quest, die jetzt Sakhir bei der Krumkake-Werkstatt ja jetzt erstmal war. Aber wir haben jetzt Sakhir oben noch beim Friedhof der letzten Nacht ebenfalls noch eine Quest, die wiederum dann sagt, wovon Flints ausgeht. Tja, und irgendwann werden wir hier, sag auch nochmal, eine Schatztruhe holen. Aber jetzt erstmal, wie schon gesagt, kommt jetzt erstmal hier die nächste Quest, damit wir auch hier erstmal einen Treffpunkt errichten können am Ende. Tja, und dann können wir sowieso noch die letzten beiden Minispiele dann auch noch machen. Zwar jetzt, sagt nicht im gleichen Part, aber in Kürze.
Gloomy skies overhead. Just like the last time we were here. The air's all icky and sticky and dark and damp. We didn't get a good look then. All Paimon remembers is that really tall tower. So, let's explore the area more fully this time. Wait, is that?
Ja, Flints.
Ah, good day, you two. Assuming I don't have the time wrong.
Ja, guten Tag, Flints.
Phew. Well, it's good to see a familiar face. Especially in this darkness. Oof, it really gives you the heebie-jeebies.
You needn't worry. This is my humble abode and the tomb of the Lightkeepers. And while somewhat dark, it is on the whole a safe place. That being said, I rarely receive visitors here, save for the occasional colleague. What brings you two here?
Well, to be honest, we just wanted to see where you live. We were in such a rush last time, we didn't get to do a proper tour.
I see. In that case, as guardian of the tombs here in the Final Night Cemetery, allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes to you both, on behalf of the spirits who slumber here eternally.
Wait, do you mean there really are ghosts here?
That is correct. As you may have noticed, this island is dotted with headstones. You might think of it as a veritable necropolis filled with souls. Isn't it a welcoming thought?
Not at all. If anything, this place just got scarier.
Ah, apologies. It was meant merely as a gesture of the hospitality that you deserve as guests. We don't receive many visitors here, after all. But I suppose it is a tall order to expect people to suppress their fear of ghosts. Even so, I do hope your visit shall be a pleasant one. The spirits on this isle, while somewhat old-fashioned and hardly gregarious, are an unassuming crowd who keep to themselves. I have found they make perfectly decent neighbors. If you still have misgivings, I can only suggest that you avoid staying outside where possible. The ghosts do not tend to set foot indoors very often, although that might render your sightseeing experience a little less riveting. Let me think. Most of the camps on this isle have been removed, and only the lighthouse remains, symbolizing the many battles the Lightkeepers have fought against the Wild Hunt. In that regard, it has quite a bit of historical value, and is thus well worth seeing.
Yeah, that was the first thing we saw when we arrived. So, it's a lighthouse, huh? What happened to the light?
Years of disrepair and a shortage of fuel, I'm afraid. As this island became abandoned, maintaining the lighthouse became increasingly difficult. Besides, even if we were to rally sufficient manpower to repair it, it would serve little purpose these days. In the past, it guided people on their way to and from the island. But all those people now lie beneath our feet in eternal rest. Well, that is perhaps not entirely accurate. They do sometimes come running out, speaking once familiar utterances into the void. In which case, since you are not used to the darkness that shrouds this island, you could consider restoring the lighthouse to illuminate your way. I too know well the comfort that a distant ray of light can bring on those lone journeys through the cold night.
Brauchst du den Leuchtturm nicht, Flint?
Speaking as a lightkeeper, we no longer need the building all that much, and I am under no official obligation to maintain it. And personally, I am more partial to the night than the day, so I find myself quite comfortable here in the dark. Besides, I have a lantern of my own. I would rather tend to that than rely on a more distant warmth. As such, you should have no issues using it, so long as it helps you. I believe there should still be some backup fuel for the lighthouse stored in an old tent to the north. That should be enough to serve your present needs.
Ich verstehe.
And if you should need to find me, I will be in an underground basement on the north side. That's where I will be sorting through my reports. I will meet up with you once I have completed my urgent tasks.
Gut, dann fangen wir mal an, einen Leuchtturm zum Leuchten zu bringen.
There really are a ton of headstones here on this isle. And they're all so old you can't make out the words on them at all.
Tja, und ganz offensichtlich mögen uns die Geister jetzt erstmal hier nicht so sehr. Wartet mal, haben wir eigentlich jetzt nicht eine Quest hier? Okay, die Queste müssen wir auch nochmal machen. Aber jetzt zum Leuchtturm. Ziel verfolgen.
This place is super dark. Feels kind of stuffy too. Huh. And there are ghosts over there. Either way, let's try not to get their attention. Let's just grab the fuel and go.
The sky is so dark. I'm scared. They're staring at me. You sure took your time, didn't you? Come on, help me shift this fuel. It's almost time for our lighthouse shift.
Miss, he mean...
Ja, keine Angst, ich bin hier.
Look at you, shaking like a leaf. You scaredy cat. How you made the cut as a ratnik, I'll never know. Come on, grab your stuff and let's go. Perhaps I'll even tell you a ghost story on the way.
What? A ghost telling us ghost stories? Wait, hang on. Was he just trying to scare us?
You ever heard of the Blue Fire? As we all know, when you're out walking out at night, you should never look behind you, and never look all the way down at the ground. Always look ahead into the distant skies.
Geisterhafte Ratschläge.
That's because the Wild Hunt watches us from the darkness. They wait for you to lose your way in the fog, and then, when you're at your most vulnerable, they come and take your life. That's why it's dangerous to travel alone in the dead of night. But sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll see a blue lantern shining out in the darkness. They say it only appears if you've run into the Wild Hunt or if you can't find your way at night. Either way, if you ever see the blue lantern appear, you must remember to follow it.
Das könnte vielleicht auch schon mal eine Anspielung an Flint sein. Seine Laterne hat ja ein blaues Feuer.
Don't ask me what it is, cause I don't know. My granddad says it's one of the Fae that used to live in Nodcry in ancient times. But it could equally be the ghost of one of our fallen warriors. One who truly hated the Wild Hunt. Whatever it is, the blue lantern seems to be on our side. The side of the Light Keepers. I'll bet that's why the Starshina wants to make offerings to it on the island. Ah, shucks, look at me talking away. I totally forgot I've still got fuel to move.
Naja, wir über...
We brought all the fuel with us. What's this guy talking about?
Alright, I'd better get back. See you later, scaredy cat. It's nearly time for my shift.
Ja, wir übernehmen das schon für dich. Was für ein redseliger Geist. Aber gut, er hatte, sag auch schon mal, Flint ein bisschen erlebt gehabt. Oder besser, Flint hat bis jetzt, sag auch schon mal, einiges getan für die Lichthüter. Wie umständlich es eigentlich ist, den Treibstoff ganz nach oben zu bringen.
Finally, we're here. Let's find where the fuel goes and pour it in.
Paimon findet den Schlitz für den Treibstoff und schüttet den Inhalt des Kanisters rein.
Woohoo! The light's on! This should make things way easier. Now we can keep exploring.
Na, wer weiß, vielleicht taucht gleich auch der redselige Geist wieder auf. Aber jetzt erstmal, können wir durchschauen? Ne. Wohin zeigt überhaupt das Fernrohr? Höchstwahrscheinlich noch ein anderes Gebiet von Nordcry. Ich hatte eigentlich gedacht, dass man ein bisschen näher mal rauszoomen konnte. Aber egal.
Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Aber wenn man es genau betrachtet, muss das da drüben ja sowieso ja auch ein anderes Gebiet von Nordcry ja schon mal sein, was wir noch nicht erkunden können.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Mit hoher Wahrscheinlichkeit, ja. Oh, sieh mal an, da haben sich jetzt einige Geister versammelt. Naja, wenn man ja bedenkt, wie viele Jahre der Leuchtturm nicht mehr am Leuchten war. Tja, das zieht einige Geister an. Und erinnern sich an alte Zeiten.
The light's on. Guess I won't have to worry about moving fuel anymore.
Hey, it's the ghost from before who was talking about moving fuel. What's he doing over here?
The Wild Hunt came. It passed through all the graves. The fog clung to our ears, stuck to our mouths. We couldn't see or hear each other.
What's he talking about? Has the Wild Hunt really showed up? Paimon didn't see it at all.
To the lighthouse! To the lighthouse! We've got to get a signal to the units outside before they reach us. Don't just stand there gaping. Pull yourself together. Every second we hesitate could mean another dead comrade. Have you forgotten how to send signals? Come on! I've told you before, a Lightkeeper always has to be prepared. We're all gonna die. They'll strip the bones from our spines.
Something's off. All the ghosts are coming this way.
We too shall cry tears of blood. The Wild Hunt is here! We've got to think of something quick! Okay, we'll try and stall them at the base of the lighthouse while you head up to the top.
Up to the top. Signal. Think of something.
If you've forgotten how to send signals, check the handbook. We nailed it to the tower for moments just like this.
Do not fear. Do not fear.
Don't leave our bodies to the Wild Hunt. I beg of you. That is no way to die.
Death. Wild Hunt. Go to the lighthouse.
Oh, the ghosts have surrounded the tower. Should we do what they're asking? Sounds like they need us to head up, find the handbook, and use the lamp to send a signal out.
Tja, ich will's probieren.
Lighthouse. Hope. Everlasting night.
Tja, und nicht vergessen. Holt die wilde Jagd dich ein, wirst auch du ein Teil von ihr sein. Kleine Zitierung aus dem Lied. Aber jetzt mal sehen. Leuchtturmsignal-Handbuch. Mal sehen. Oh Gott, das ist jetzt schwierig. Tabelle zur Lichtzeichenerkennung von allen Einsatzkräften auswendig zu lernen. Falsche Bedienung ist unbedingt zu meiden. Notsignal kurz, lang, kurz, kurz, lang, kurz. Orientierung kurz, lang, kurz, kurz, kurz. Anforderungen lang, kurz, lang, lang, kurz, lang. Sicherheitsmeldung kurz, lang, kurz, lang, kurz. Warnung unleserlich. Also Notsignal würde ich vielleicht mal sagen kurz, dann lang, dann kurz, kurz, lang, kurz. Aber ich denke mal, das kann ich mir wohl kaum merken.
The handbook says that we've got to aim the lamp in the right direction, then control the brightness according to the signaling rules. There are 5 signal types: distress, warning, guidance, summoning, and all safe. Oh, the part that describes the warning signal is illegible, so let's try one of the others.
Okay. Bräuchten wir jetzt also das Notsignal oder ein Anforderungssignal? Ansonsten kurz, lang, kurz, kurz, lang, kurz. Kurz, lang, kurz, kurz, lang, kurz. Wo? Wir müssen noch weiter. Also gut. Kurz, lang, kurz, kurz, lang, kurz. Ah, warte mal. Notsignal ist, glaube ich, jetzt wirklich das Richtige.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Okay, the signal is sent. Let's go check on the ghosts.
Tja, schwer zu sagen, was sie sagen. Ich würde jetzt einfach mal sagen, Flint hat jetzt erstmal die Lage ein bisschen entschärft.
What happened here? Ran into a spot of bother? A whole host of ghosts surrounded the lighthouse. I sent them away to prevent them from blocking the area. And when they saw the lighthouse flashing, they departed.
Oh, it was pretty scary. They completely surrounded us and begged us to help them.
Wir sind auf eine unerwartete Situation gestoßen.
I sensed it too. This graveyard is bereft of life save for passing birds, the insects underground, and myself. Normally it's so quiet you can hear yourself breathing. Up until just now, that is. when these ghosts started getting agitated? Was it because of the lighthouse?
Du erzählst Flint, was passiert ist, nachdem du den Leuchtturm anzündet hast.
They asked you to send a signal out. How peculiar. In my experience, they have never coerced or harmed anyone in any way. This can only mean that lighting the lighthouse has somehow caused a change in them. I must say, this is quite out of the ordinary.
Hast du auf dem Weg dorthin etwas gesehen?
The ghosts here tend to stick to fixed areas and repeat words and phrases that meant something to them in life. But now, all eyes are on the lighthouse. They have a rather indistinct appearance, but when they fix their yearning strongly on a specific place, I can sense where their cold attention is directed. Consider it a natural talent of mine. As to the cause of this behavior, I do have a theory.
Und, was ist mit ihnen los?
Ghosts are the echoes of living souls, a portion of their thoughts and memories that, for certain reasons, fails to enter the ley lines at the moment of their death, and thus they linger on the surface. The ghosts in question were lightkeepers in life, and as such, I believe the lighthouse is deeply embedded in their memories, something they are instinctually drawn to. Relighting it must have stirred something in their memories, causing them to depart from their usual behavior. You might not be aware of this lighthouse's past, but it once served a great many functions. From guiding passing merchants and lightkeeper fleets, to reporting on the Wild Hunt's activity in the surrounding area. In the days before this was a graveyard, its light was never once extinguished. It came to symbolize the hope and warmth that the lightkeeper sought to bring to Nodcry. But alas, the light of this historic outpost was snuffed out in a conflict against the Wild Hunt several decades ago. According to our internal records, that conflict cost the island 90% of the troops stationed here. The Starshina of that time eventually decided to send a warning signal to the outside.
Wait, a warning signal? So, they didn't use a distress signal and call for help?
Indeed. The warning signal saved the nearby merchant fleets and patrolling lightkeeper ships. Without it, they likely would have been pulled into the fighting with little knowledge of the situation. But at the same time, this signal also cut the troops on the island off from any possibility of rescue. The Lightkeeper Oath contains a line that goes as such. Our bones and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life greater than death. It is a line that strikes at the very heart of our principles. Should we find ourselves at a great disadvantage, we are to prioritize the preservation of life and ensure humanity's long-term survival. After all, the Wild Hunt is a never-ending threat, while our numbers are limited. This principle is most cruel to those who must sacrifice themselves, and yet, most of us willingly abide by it.
Shoot! So we sent out a distress signal, but what the ghost actually wanted was for us to send a warning signal, right?
Okay, haben wir etwa...
You feel you unwittingly did something wrong? No, I don't think so. Ghosts are but the memories of people that once were. You may have stirred up those memories, but that is all they are. Those to whom they once belonged are long gone. Still, I can see that you're concerned about them. And truthfully, so am I. If you wish to find them, just follow me. Ah, yes. And please do not be alarmed by anything strange we may encounter along the way.
Okay, jetzt müssen wir also mit Flints ein bisschen herumspielen.
The lighthouse. It's lit. The Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt is attacking. To arms. The lighthouse.
Look! Someone's put out a distress signal! Reinforcements will arrive from the sea soon! Hold steady, everyone!
The coast then. But on which side?
Tja, dorthin, wo uns jetzt die Quest ja führen wird.
Let's go. Our bones and blood we shall use as fuel.
Where are you going?
We shall make life greater than death.
Never mind. We won't get anything out of this one.
Abgesehen davon, wer hat den Leuchtturm jetzt ausgemacht?
It's too late. There's no point calling for help now. Even if reinforcements from Pyramida do arrive from the north, they'll only end up as fodder for the Wild Hunt, just like us.
The north it is then.
Okay, damit wissen wir jetzt ungefähr auch mal, wie das nächste Gebiet wohl heißen wird. Mit der nächsten Version Pyramida.
Paimon sees them! They're all gathering on the beach!
Had reinforcements arrived on the day of that battle, they would have landed here. You have to understand that ghosts are hard to reason with. A better way to communicate is to give them key information that might provoke some sort of a reaction. How about this? We'll go in together, but I'll handle the communication. After all, I am not only a Lightkeeper myself, but also very accustomed to dealing with ghosts.
Jo, alles klar.
Don't come near us. Don't try to save us.
Help is on the way.
The Wild Hunt is coming in too fast. There's no time. Let us stay here and take them down with us. This place will be enough of a graveyard by the time the night is through. Don't send more people to their deaths.
So you don't need rescuing?
No, we do. Please save us. We can't hold on much longer. Everyone else is gone, and we are lost. What more can we do? Please, someone, anyone, save us.
Ignite the blue lantern. It will guide you far from the Wild Hunt.
The Blue Lantern cannot bring back souls from the dead. Even if you light him up, it will be too late. He can help you destroy what remains of the Wild Hunt, but he cannot save you.
Don't rescue us. Don't come any closer. No, wait. Help us, please. Someone, anyone.
What's this supposed to mean? Do they want help, or don't they?
Those poor souls. On the one hand, they hoped that someone would send out a distress signal and save their lives. On the other, they did not wish to call in reinforcements only to send them to their deaths. And so they sought the help of the Blue Lantern spoken of in local legend. And indeed, one such lantern was still preserved on this island. That ought to have been their last hope in a time of desperate need. But to my great regret, it is of no use to them now.
Will any other horrible things happen?
They will recall the unfathomable suffering they experienced in their final moments. I will do what I can to comfort them.
We shall part the snow curtain of the sky and blast the winter winds across the wasteland.
We have sworn an oath, and so we must fight to the end. We cannot wait for them to come. We are the last ones. Pick up your weapons.
We are the Light Keepers, who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains.
Wait, Flance! It seems like these ghosts have rallied.
Again, they are but the replaying memories of once living people. It is not the ghosts who have rallied, but the Lightkeepers who fought to the bitter end. Viewing the world through human eyes is like looking into a kaleidoscope. It is so complex and yet so beautiful. The sorrow and reluctance in the face of death. The longing for a life of peace and stability. The surprising valor that wells up in the hour of despair. If it were up to you, traveler, would you wish to do something for them?
Ich würde ihnen vielleicht die helfende Hand reichen.
Is that so? A response befitting an adventurer of your caliber. Personally, I do feel inclined to do something for them. To help these shadows of the heroes that once were forget the death that will soon be upon them, and return to their slumber. In time, the memories and yearning of these ghosts will fade, and slowly return to the ley lines. But that time has not yet come. My dear Retniki, I am Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz. Once upon a time, it was I who retrieved your fallen bodies from the battlefield. Now, let me once more lay you to rest, for you are worthy of my respect and earnest esteem. Look upon my flame and wander no longer. Return to your graves and forever rest in peace. 6 feet under may you slumber in your erstwhile homeland, and in sweet dreams return to the ley line's embrace.
They're gone.
Some of their memories and thoughts have been dispersed. The rest will later return to their usual state.
Mögen ihre Seelen Ruhe finden.
To me, they are both warriors whose memories should be honored, and my gentle, friendly neighbors. Unfortunately, I did not know most of their names. But my short interaction with them has deposited some of their memories within my flame. At the very least, I know now that the gentleman who moved fuel and loved to tell the tale of the Blue Lantern was named Imo. And the comrade he always called out to was named Itu. Many of the ghosts on this island may have been affected by the lighthouse, and I'm not sure if they'll all undergo changes like Imo. But if you're in the mood to keep exploring, would you come with me? I'd like to get to know them better still.
Sicher, gehen wir zusammen.
It would be my honor.
So, Treffpunkt Friedhof der letzten Nacht. Okay. Da haben wir bisher noch nicht so viel erkundet. Und die Chroniken unter dem Mond. Die Kinder des Schusters sind immer barfuß. Prioritäten setzen auf dem Weg zum Versprechen des Himmels. Noch nicht erreicht. Okay, damit haben wir jetzt auch noch ein paar weitere Quests zu erledigen. Können wir natürlich auch noch alles machen. So viel ist auf jeden Fall ja klar. Aber bis dahin werden wir jetzt erstmal sowieso weitermachen mit den letzten Missionen von Kling Klang Krach.